Hello Pisces, welcome to the end of your March. It is now Aries season, so hopefully everything went well with your birthday. I actually have your cards here, the energy you're going to be feeling. So we have Saturn and Venus, okay? And the messages that I was getting was very specific. I feel like there's some of you out there who are becoming more attracted to the opposite sex. I feel like some of you guys are trying to choose between a man and a woman. It doesn't have to be sexual, but you could be trying to decide like if you're going to hang out with a man versus a girl, your girlfriend, or something like that. But it could even be a battle within yourself, like trying to choose, should you be more masculine or feminine, on how to fix a situation in your life, okay? So kind of a weird situation, but maybe it's because it's Aries season, so you're trying to adjust to this more masculine type of energy, being that it is ruled by Mars, okay? So let's go ahead and see what's going on for you during this time. I feel like you don't have your priorities straight right now, or you're trying to figure out what those priorities are. Some of you seem to be coming from some sort of addiction, whether it's with like a person or a relationship, codependency, or a job, or something where you were very tied to it, but you couldn't figure out how to get out, or you didn't know how to leave that situation. I feel like somebody can't make a decision physically, so they're using divination, which is very common. If you watch tarot readings, and you probably do them yourself too. And then someone's not sure about their emotional setting. Like things are okay, but I feel like somebody wants more. So like I said, there's just a lot of like back and forth energy. We're gonna see what's going on right now for Pisces during the 21st through the 31st. Okay, so there's definitely a fallout. So during this time, I really feel like you're trying to get your thoughts together and make a decision about something, okay? So some of you guys are really having like sporadic thoughts. Another fallout. Oh, okay. I feel like you're frustrated as well. Like you really are getting to the point where you're like, what the hell do I do? Like what am I supposed to do? Where do I go? Okay. All right, Pisces. So let's try to give you some clarity. Thank you for clicking on this video. Let's see what clarity I can provide for you. So we have the Lovers in reverse. So your love life is not how you want it to be. It's not what you're envisioning. You could still be in a relationship right now, but you're very much so on a down energy or a lower vibration when it comes to this relationship, if you are in one. And if you're not, then you're single and you want to be in a relationship. All right, so this all is stemming from love. This is all about love. So you get some bad news, or you get some disappointing news, but you're upset about it. I feel like you don't want to talk about it. You may have went off on this person, or you may just be being really sarcastic, or just being passive, which is not cool. And it could be towards a Leo, or it could be that you are trying to, like, you have pride and you're trying to, like, that's why you're not speaking to this person, or that's why you're choosing your words very carefully, because you want them to understand how you feel. But I feel like you don't want to just say it. You don't want to be emotional. You want to say it to where they can understand you. So you could be dealing with an air sign, maybe an earth sign, or just somebody who's very, they're analytical but not emotional. Okay, so what's the bad news that you got? Okay, so you found out something, all right? Something that they didn't want you to know. They could have been in a relationship or dealing with someone else. Two timing is the word that I just heard. It seems like they were juggling certain lifestyles. I'm seeing that there is... Yeah, it's like you know about this. Excuse me. You know about this. You feel like they're two-timing you or something. You know about this, but you're choosing not to be emotional. You're choosing to be logical, and I feel like you're trying to be sarcastic and witty and talk shit. But with the Six of Wands here, it's almost like you're trying to, like, you have too much pride to stoop to their level. So you could have some Leo energy in your chart, but I'm almost getting the feeling that someone is trying to behave like a Leo, but they're not a Leo. So I don't know if you're like around a Leo. You're just in that energy of like, let me teach you how to deal with the queen. Let me teach you how to deal with the king, depending on who you are. And so it's kind of conflicting unless you have that energy naturally in your chart. It's conflicting because it's not truly what you want to tell them. You really want to just be like, are you fucking kidding me? You really want to go off. You really want to express yourself. But for some reason, something is telling you, like, play it cool. Like, don't let them see you sweat, but also let them know this is not going to work. So it's very much so like, tell them who you are, don't forget who you are. But I feel like that's not truly what you want to tell them. You want to just be upfront, but you can't. I'm not sure why you can't, but you feel like you cannot. All right. It may be a lot of people watching what you're doing or something like that. Like maybe you guys are a couple that everyone notices. So you're choosing to be sarcastic, or you're not saying as much as you really want to, because you're not fully invested. You're not as invested as you think, or you're not as invested as you usually are. So you're just like, well, fuck it, you know. But you still have one foot in the door. So I'm kind of confused about that. We also have the Queen of Cups. So I feel like there's an issue of you not wanting to be overly emotional. You're like, I don't want to be that Pisces. I don't want to be the Pisces who breaks down one minute and then is like happy the next. You could be dealing with someone who, like I said, is not emotional. So it's very hard for you to express yourself because you're trying to make them see your point of view, which is what Pisces does a lot. You guys will morph into the energy that is acceptable in a situation, kind of like Libra. But so it's like you're trying to talk to them in their language, which could be very passive, very sarcastic, or very blunt, but you can't emotionally show it the way that you want to. And so it's kind of like annoying you. I'm trying to see if you even, like, how do you feel about this? Let's see. How does Pisces feel during this time? Okay. So we have work. So you're like, I got to do what I got to do. You're also trying to be cooperative with them. So you're trying to come down to their level, right? So you're trying to keep it peaceful, trying to at least get some progress from the situation. We have comfort. So for some of you, you may have a family member who kind of acts like this. And so it isn't as foreign to you as most people would think. But we also have the High Priestess. So it's almost like you've done divination, like I said, to see how you should react to the situation. And that's why you're going off of this type of energy. And also because some of you just know what's going on and they haven't admitted it or something like that. And so that's what's making you be like, okay, you know how some people do that shit. Like, yeah, so I feel like that's why you're responding in that manner. Also, some of you probably are doing your own thing too, and that's why you're not really saying anything. Because with the Knight of Pentacles and Queen of Cups, it's very much like, okay, you can play the game, but I'm going to play too. It's like, I'm going to match your energy. Okay. So the Strength card is showing up. I kind of feel like you're going to leave the situation behind. Like, you're going to be like, fuck it. Like, who cares? Like, I'm too good for you anyway. Some of you are literally like, okay, deuces. Yes, Death. So you're going to leave them. I feel like a lot of Pisces are like, I'm too good for you. Like, this is over. You're going to break up with them. All right, so I see you. I see you. Let's see how they're showing up. They're showing up as knowledge. So I almost feel like they know what you're doing. I feel like if you are someone who posts a lot on social media, they definitely are picking up on that. And they also could be doing something divination-wise as well, because this card is very much so like, I can see everything. But I feel like they're not communicating this. I feel like it might not even be that they're doing anything with like divination, but they could just have downloads. They could be very intuitive. But I feel like they're doing something to get this knowledge. They could even be talking to people around you or just knowing people and asking questions. But they know too. Both of you guys know what's up and both of you guys are acting like whatever. And so that Saturn and Venus energy could be representation of you and the other person. Like one person's being a hard ass and the other one's trying to attract the other person, but it's not working. It also could be showing you, like you're trying to be yourself, but you're also showing up as someone who's trying to be like dominant as far as like structured and what you want from a person, and you're not budging on that. Okay, so what's the message from your higher self? Two of Wands. Okay, so with the Two of Wands, there's going to be some progression coming. I kind of feel like you see it as not a speed bump, but like like, you know, on video games when you go on like an arrow when you're driving in a car and it like speeds you up. I don't know what that's called, but you're going to go like kind of on that. And I just feel like with this situation, you're like, well, fuck it. Whatever happens, happens. Like, I'm still going to be good at the end of the day. I'm going to have a boost. The only negative thing about this will probably be that you're going to wait a little bit longer than you expect. But I kind of feel like this is just going to be a boost for you to get an acceleration for you to get to your next phase, which is probably going to be better than this. Okay. And I feel like you know that, and that's why you're kind of playing it cool. All right. Let's see. Let's see, what's your oracle message? So your oracle message, we have triumph. So I feel like you're going to be the one who wins in the end, and I definitely feel like you're the one who is seen as the victor. And I kind of feel like you dodged a bullet. So if you are getting like these downloads, or if you're doing divination, I would say trust yourself, because it seems like you're maneuvering it pretty well. The only thing I see about this is try not to be too cocky, and also try not to, don't wait so long to make a decision, okay, if you are trying to debate on what to do. I'm actually going to give you an advice card just in case, for those of you who need it. We have Princess of Pentacles, spring. So during this time, I would advise you to start some new things, whether that means a new relationship or just you being single. There's lots of things coming your way, because spring is all about things blossoming. And I feel like you're going to miss them if you're focused on this relationship that just looks like you guys are trying to outsmart each other. So, you know, do what you got to do, but pay attention and realize it's springtime. It's the beginning of Aries season, which means it literally is a new energetic year. I know we've already had the new year, but energetic wise, this is the new year. So I would advise you to jump on that train and get some new blessings coming towards you, okay? And focus on your money and your purpose. All right, so thank you, Pisces, for joining me for this reading. I hope that it provided some sort of clarity for you. If you would like to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that you are notified when I upload new videos for you. And if you would like to have a private reading with me, please email me lovefromaleo@gmail.com, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.